Devoy has the women's game in her command. The world #1 gets few opportunities to meet the world's best in her own country. But with 9 of the 10 top players in Auckland, the Honda New Zealand Open has provided just that opportunity. Now, Lisa Opie is the #2 seed, and she's had less solid match play than Devoy, although she looks strong and somewhat dangerous against a determined Joanne Williams in yesterday's semi-final. We joined play midway through the first game, and that follows a brief rundown on the players' path to the finals from George Balani. His co-commentator today is former New Zealand player Robin Brownlee.
New Zealand, in association with Honda, presents coverage from the Honda New Zealand Open Squash Championships.
Well, the final of the Honda New Zealand Open about to get underway, and Susan Devoy, the reigning world champion, age 24, defeated Martine Lemoynian in the semi-final yesterday, 9-4, 9-7, 6-9, 9-4. Today, she meets Lisa Opie, the #2 player in the world, ranked #2, 24 years old, who yesterday in 4 games beat Joanne Williams of New Zealand. I don't think you need to be a keen squash player or that keen on the sport at all to understand and recognise the talents and skills of these two.
Opie 4-6.
Yes, it was a beautiful stroke by Lisa into the front neck corner there.
Not up.
Well retrieved by Susan. That was a nice tight drop shot.
6-4.
She stretched to it, flicked it over Lisa's head, and Lisa not able to get it back.
Yes, Lynn.
Yes, let 6-4.
An example there of Lisa being in Susan's way. She went for her backswing, so she, rather than be interfered with, called for a replay of the point by asking for a let.
It was a lovely change of direction by Lisa. It's interesting, they've both got quite different styles. Susan prefers the sort of a punchy, hard game.
Down. Hand out, 4-6.
She does, and Lisa is aware of that, which is why she's probably lobbing so much and playing so many of those floaty type shots.
In fact, that is Lisa's game. She much prefers to have the time to do it and then occasionally whip a bit of a volley and to speed the pace up. But they've probably got opposite games of any of the top 2 players on the circuit. It was a nice drop. Oh, it was quite a tough rally. They're using all of the court here. It's tight. Oh.
Lovely shot.
Hand out.
Ball was good. No lead. Ball was good.
Hand out, Devoy, 6-4.
It was a hard rally, and Lisa thought a couple of the shots might have been down or out. And referee Chaz Evans being very firm on that. He was quite confident they were all good. So it's 6-4, Susan Devoy serving. This is the first game of the women's final of the New Zealand Open.
Is that backhand drop? It was a good return.
Hand
Very
out.
tight.
Lisa thought she was a bit lucky too with
4-6.
it.
No lead.
Susan just joking with that appeal for a let, I'm sure. Lisa lucky to get that one. It dribbled out of the neck a bit.
Out.
Ball was in.
.56.
It's well retrieved.
Oh, they're covering a lot of court.
Oh, it's a lovely rallies.
It's been one of the hardest games we've seen so far in the tournament, I would have said.
Sled.
Yes, let. Left box, OP 5-6.
Both players surprised by that call. Chaz Evans, referee, only awarding a let on what looked pretty much like a point to me, Robin.
Yes, I actually couldn't see the ball. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Certainly one player was blocking the view there.
Yes, they both reacted as though they'd expected a penalty stroke. So,
That was a lovely shot by Lisa.
so Lisa evens the score.
6 all.
At 6-all.
This is a real battle here in this game.
Yes, well, they've been on the court for some time now. Something close to 15 minutes, and they're only at 6-all.
Oh,
Yes,
it's a lovely drive.
beautiful shot.
7-6.
Susan's going to have to be careful on those shots up the front because Lisa has the ability to put them away.
Yes, and Lisa certainly hasn't been making many mistakes here today either.
Down.
Well, there was
head
one.
Up, 6,
I spoke
7.
too soon.
And Susan electing to serve from the left side of the court this time. The New Zealand Open this year has been characterised by the high standard of entries, with 9 of the top 10 women in the world playing in the tournament and 7 of the top 9 men. We're being treated to some wonderful squash here today.
Not up.
Yes, it's been fantastic.
Opie, 7-6.
So Lisa Opie with a very nice drop shot at the front. Gets the service back. Remember, you can only score off your own service in squash. So serves can
Out.
effectively change over several times.
Point 8-6. Game ball.
Lisa would be certainly very happy with the way that she's playing at the moment.
And the ball's bounced out of the court. Players are waiting the return of the ball. Susan won't be happy with her performance so far. She's been playing well. It's not as though she's been playing badly, but perhaps a bit more loosely than usual for her.
Yes, often your opponent's game sort of dictates a little bit too. Yes. Oh. It's a world champion's drop shot.
Under complete pressure too.
6-8.
A lovely drop shot from the back of the court almost, and a clear winner again. Not a thing Lisa could do about it.
Point 7-8.
Lisa won't be happy with herself if she drops this game after being 8-6 up.
Certainly wouldn't put it in Susan's
Point
backhand.
8 all.
Well, a great fight back from
Set 2.
Susan.
Yes.
So when you get to 8-all in squash, the receiving player chooses whether to play two more points or just one. A little bit like deuce in tennis.
Yes, led. 8 all.
And Lisa Opie electing to play 2 points, so the first to 10 wins the game. It is 8-all. Susan Devoy serving.
Susan actually caught up on...
A
Hand
nice
out.
post.
Yes, it was too. She won those 3
8-all.
points in the backhand corner.
Well, that's no surprise. So now Lisa Opie serving at 8-all in the first game of what promises to be a nail-biting final. I note that Susan's parents are here watching this final today. I know that Tilly will be biting her nails.
Yes, that was well done. Susan Devoy to play at the front of the court and whipped
Devoy,
it
8
across,
all.
taking Lisa by surprise.
So Susan Devoy serving at 8-all. Having fought back from 6-8 down.
It's a good shot by
Hand up.
Lisa.
Opie, 8 all.
It was a nice shot. There's nothing you can do when the ball just rolls along the floor after you've hit it up. So
Down.
going for the early winner.
8 all.
Susan Devoy choosing to serve from the left again. The serving player with the first serve can choose whichever side of the court he or she wishes to play from. And from then on, the serves must alternate from side to side.
It's a good shot. It's well retrieved.
Both players playing very well, retrieving well, attacking well.
Yes, led.
Yes, led.
Play that.
Susan wanting
Left
a
box.
stroke from that one there. Chaz Evans
8 all.
being firm again and saying no let, just a stroke, no stroke, just a let.
Yes, I thought that was a good call, actually.
Yeah, no question of it.
Yes, led.
Yes, led. 8 all.
Often you get a few more lets in the game when the tension gets greater.
Well retrieved.
It's a trouble spot.
A lovely passing shot from Susan Devoy.
9-8, game ball.
So here we are. Susan Devoy has fought back from being 6-8 down and has caught up and has gone ahead.
Down,
And she took the first game.
10-8.
And Lisa Opie throws her racket on the court, an indication of how frustrated she must be. Robin, that's the very thing she cannot afford to do.
Certainly is. Susan did well to come out of that game.
So they played for something like 18 minutes in that first game, and Susan Devoy takes the first, 10-8.
I imagine Lisa will want to slow it down a bit because that fast pace is what Susan thrives on, and Lisa needs time. Oh, it's a lovely shot.
Hand out, 5-2.
You'll have noticed that Lisa Opie played that shot off the back wall. The ball went past her. All she could do
6-2.
All she could do to get it back was to bounce it off the back wall onto the front wall. And, of course, it sat up high for Susan. She had a choice of about 10 different strokes she could have played with it. She played a nice, clean winner to go ahead. 6-2. This is the second game. Susan Devoy took the first.
Down, hand out.
Uncharacteristic error on the backhand for Susan.
Yes, it was.
A very determined player, Susan Devoy.
She's a real fighter, Susan. She was in trouble in that first game, and it's an indication of the calibre of her play
0.36.
that she came back so well. She's not afraid of hard work, Susan, which is one of the qualities that probably any world champion needs. Any of the top players, in fact, need it, but Susan certainly has got it.
Both players are willing to take the ball on the volley, and that's really important at this level, isn't it?
It is. It's much harder on the players, too, taking the ball early. You've got to be in position quickly. So it's quite a stressful way of playing, but it certainly puts more pressure on.
Be the longest rally of this game.
Yes, it's a good rally.
Both of them playing for position at this stage, driving up and down the wall.
Nice change of pace. That was well done. There's trouble.
Yes, left box, Opie, 3-6.
It was a lovely rally.
Very good rally, a very good rally. Both players playing very well.
3-6.
Both players have done a lot of hard work in this game. Oh, it's lovely.
No lead, hand out, 6-3.
Yes, a good call from Chaz Evans. There was no doubt that even if Susan had been hanging from the lights, Lisa would not have been able to get that ball back. And that's something that the referee has to take into consideration when he's deciding whether to award a let or not. And he called no let on that one there. Susan hit a clear winner.
0.73.
Yes, lovely, Nick.
Pretty much like that one. Beautiful shot. A backhand volley, cross-court into the nick.
It's good length.
0.83, game ball.
Well, a lot easier so far for Susan, and I think a pretty well foregone conclusion this game.
Yes, Susan certainly dominated.
Oh, found the
Down,
top of the tin
hand
that
out.
time.
3-8.
Lisa looks a little bit disheartened, in fact. She's probably wondering what she can do next.
Because she is playing a good game. She's playing well. She's playing consistently. Problem is she's playing Susan Devoy.
0.48.
That was a nice drop shot. Susan had to run from the back of the court. She was caught out of position.
Susan's length is very good at the moment. With squash, if you get a good length, it sets you up for the rally, doesn't it?
Certainly does. Oh, another nice drop shot.
Lovely.
Very brave to play that shot from the back of the court.
0.58.
Yep, that typifies Lisa's game, I think.
Most unexpected. She just floated it across from the backhand to the forehand corner. And again, Susan caught short. Could it be we're going to see a reversal of the first game here with a fight back from Lisa Opie? Probably not.
Hand out.
She's certainly trying.
8-5, game ball.
So Susan Devoy with game ball once again. This is the second game. Susan took the first one 10-8. She had to fight back from 6-8 down.
It was a tight shot, that's trouble.
Game
And-
Devoy, 9-5. She leads 2 games to love.
And Lisa not making much of an attempt to go for that one there. She didn't have the drive and commitment to it that she had earlier in the game. So that's the second game, 9-5 to Susan Devoy. She covers the court very well, plays all the shots very well. Perhaps most importantly, she has the right temperament for the game and
Let.
Yes, let.
stays,
6-3.
hangs in there right till the very end.
Yes, she does.
And I think her match in the British Open, wasn't it, with Lucy Suter, was a fine example of just how well she can dig in when she has to.
Yes, definitely. I think she was
Hold up.
2 points away from a loss.
Point 7-3.
And hung on and fought back. 2 love down and 2 points away, I think, from losing. And came back to 1-5.
Well, Lisa would have to perform a miracle now to win this match. Yes, and another winner from Susan gives her match ball. A very nice cross-court drop
Point
shot.
8-3, game and match ball.
Susan's played some nice winning shots today. Not just her backhand drop, but on from other parts in the front of the court too. Susan's very committed, isn't she?
That was a good shot.
Yes, it was.
3-8.
Lisa Opie had Susan running the wrong way, and she was totally committed to her shot.
It's a good shot, well picked up.
Yes, let.
Bit of interference.
Yes, let. 3-8.
Unintentional. Unlike that earlier shot in an earlier game where Lisa didn't get a let when Susan played the shot, that one there actually sat up and Susan was right there, would have been able to hit it, so is entitled to get a shot at the ball.
Has lovely length. Yeah, Susan's varying the play nicely. Oh. Accepting that was a good
Point 4-8.
shot by Lisa.
It was a good shot, and you'll notice that Susan didn't call for a let, even though she was right there. She conceded that it was too good a shot and that she wouldn't have got it.
It was well retrieved.
Point 5-8.
Really?
Sorry.
Nobody stopped anything? Nobody stopped? No let.
Hand out. Devoy, 8-4, game and match ball.
Yes, that was a confusing bit of play from Susan. She looked as though she was going to stop and call for a let because Lisa was in the way.
It was actually Susan stopped the play to ask for a let, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Susan
Yeah.
looked as though she'd stopped. Lisa thought she'd stopped.
Oh, well, we'll have a let then.
Susan's trying to explain what she did. Susan
Lisa
asked
did
for the
that.
let, didn't she, and then played it.
That summed it up beautifully. Lisa just said, we know what we're doing. The problem is that players quite often don't pass on what they want to a referee. Referee can only call it as he sees it. I saw it exactly as Chaz Evans did then. There was no question, no let. Susan did play the shot. Lisa was of the view that Susan had stopped and so consequently stopped herself. Susan then indicated after all that discussion that she did in fact want a let.
And actually gets a lucky shot to get the serve back for match ball.
Christ, this.
8-4,
It's been
match
great
ball.
squash. It has also been entertaining squash. The top 2 women players in the world here at Chase Stadium in Auckland in the final of the New Zealand Open. Susan Devoy with match ball over Lisa Opie.
And there's that boast. It's a good rally.
Indeed. Of course, Lisa will be hanging on every shot.
This is her last chance, in
Her
fact.
last chance to save the game.
She's still using the court.
Hold up. Four 8.
That's the second match ball that Lisa Opie has saved herself.
4-8. Hand on.
Yes, let.
Yes, let. 4-8.
They get a bit tied up on that back forehand corner there, trying to get round each other. still having good rallies.
No one would be more aware than Susan Devoy that it's not over till it's over, so she won't be wanting to...
There's trouble.
Yes. You could see that sitting up, and you could see Susan lining it up.
She was ready for that.
Devoy 8-4, game and match ball.
And Lisa Opie was moving across court to pick up that drive, but it was so hard and so flat. There was nothing she could do about it. Susan Devoy has match ball again.
Lisa's still not scared to play a short game. And looks out.
Game
Yeah.
and match Devoy.
Well, we've just seen a fine example of squash and perhaps a repeat of the World Championship final last year, where Susan Devoy has once again won in 3 straight games. And the scores 9-4, 9-5, 10-8.
Game and match Devoy 10-8, 9-5, 9-4.
Well, Susan, you can only be pleased about the final result today, winning in 3.
Oh, definitely. You know, it was a hard 3, but I'm glad it didn't go any longer than that. And, yeah, you know, I'm always genuinely thrilled when I won, but New Zealand Open's pretty special.
How did you feel at the end of that first one when you looked as though you were going to lose it?
Well, I was a little bit tired, actually, and I really think it was important to get that one. I put a lot into getting that first set because it's really important when you play someone like Lisa. She wins a set, she gets a lot of confidence, so, you know, it's really important. But it was a hard match.
Well, it's been a busy time for Susan Devoy lately, been in the news quite a bit, but she is the unrivalled queen of squash. Congratulations to her, a superb effort in winning the Honda New Zealand Open this afternoon. Reminder that Yantje Khan and Chris Dittmar will be in action at approximately 5:30 this afternoon with the men's final. 9